Hello my dear students and welcome back to Zenith Academy Online. My name is Fatima Vora and I am your English teacher for today. Today we are going to cover a poem of ICSE class 10th, a very interesting poem related to the Indian culture, especially the folk culture of India. The name is The Bengal Seller by Sarojini Naidu. As we all are aware, Bengal is a very unique and special part of the Indian tradition and culture. Also, the poet Sarojini Naidu is one of the most active women freedom fighters of India. She was called the Nightingale of India by Mahatma Gandhi due to her sweet and poetic voice. Her poems had color,
imagery,
and lyrical quality. Also, she was an important personality in the freedom struggle. Only a few women in the Indian history are considered important in the freedom struggle and she was one of them. Her birthday is recognized as Women's Day. Let's move ahead to the poem. Stanza 1. Now, we will read the poem line by line and understand its meaning. Bengal sellers are we who bear. Here, the narrator of the poem is the Bengal seller, where we is the Bengal seller himself or themselves. The poem is in one voice, narrated by the Bengal seller himself. Our shining loads to the temple fair. The Bengal seller who carry their shining loads. Shining loads is the bangles. The glass bangles made in India, especially when they reflect light, they shine. So that is why bangles are said to be shining loads. And they carry it to the temple fair, where temple is a place where almost every woman comes daily for prayer. So there the fair of these bangles is arranged. Who will buy these delicate bright? Now here they are marketing, advertising for their product, that is the bangles. Who will buy these delicate bangles? Glass tinted bangles are very delicate and bright in color. Rainbow tinted circles of light. Rainbow tinted, various colors, multi-hued bangles are available with the bangle seller, and that is why rainbow tinted. Tinted is the color of the bangles. And circles of light, the shape of the bangle is round and it symbolizes the circular lightning effect, and also an important part in the jewelry of a woman. Lustrous tokens of radiant life. Here the woman's life is said to be a very radiant in herself, because she plays several roles in her entire lifetime, from being a girl child to the most old lady in the house who gives blessings and does various chores of the house. So her life is said radiant, and these bangles are lustrous tokens of her life. For happy daughters and happy wives. Now the bangle seller has all kind of bangles, from daughters to wife, from young maidens to married women, and from middle-aged women. Now the entire paragraph says about the types of bangles that the bangle seller has that day for sale. He has different colors. He has bangles for all the ages of women. So in this paragraph, we understood that we is the bangle seller. We is referred to the entire community of bangle seller, and bear means they carry. Carry shining loads. Shining loads are the bangles to the temple fair, where all the women can have a look at their particular bangles or whatever they are carrying for sale. Who will buy these delicate bright rainbow tinted circles of light? In this line, they are marketing their bangles, calling out for all the women that who is going to buy these precious rainbow tinted, that is multicolored bangles. Lustrous tokens of radiant life. Radiant lives is the symbol of a woman's life over here. For happy daughters and happy wives. Happy daughters and happy wives, here shows that bangles are available for all age group of women from small girl to middle aged women. Also in this paragraph we see that the bangle here is also referred as shining lodes, rainbow tinted circles of light and lustrous tokens. So these particular phrases are used for bangles. Let's move ahead to the next stanza. Stanza 2. Some are meet for a maiden's breast. Here the bangle seller says that some colors or some bangles are categorized for a maiden's breast. Maiden is a young girl. Silver and blue as the mountain mist. The colors are silver and blue as fresh as the newly formed mist on the mountain side. Some are flushed like the birds that dream, and a few colors are so fresh like the new birds that have just started coming up in the plant and they are yet to bloom up. On the tranquil brow of a woodland stream. Here tranquil means peace and serenity. So tranquil brow means a eyebrow which is in peace. Now how does an eyebrow be in peace? That is the peace and serenity inside your head which keeps your head, forehead and eyebrows in shape, normal shape. So tranquil brow quality is given to the woodland stream which also has peace and serenity at the same time. Some are aglow with the bloom that cleaves, new blooming flowers which has freshness, fragrance. So some bangles are referred to the new blooming flowers. To the limpid glory of newborn leaves. Limpid is clear. Glory means when new leaves just are getting to bud out of the stem, they have a glory, a life full awaiting for them because they are going to go under several processes, life processes. So some are as fresh, as clear in the sense of color like the newborn leaves. Here in stanza 2, the bangle seller describes his load of bangles suitable for a maiden's breast. Maiden is a young unmarried girl who has many dreams and a life waiting ahead for her. So the bangles, color of the bangles are also subtle and fresh like the nature. So all the colors, all the tint, all the hues over here are compared to Mother Nature. Now we move ahead to the third stanza. Some are life fields of sunlit corn. Sunlit where the fresh sunlight falls on the corn, that is the maize plant, and it blooms. It enlightens itself with the sunlight. So the life of a girl, of a woman also has a new beginning when she is ready for her wedding day. Meet for a bride on the bridal morn. Morn is morning. When a bride gets ready for her rituals and ceremony on the bridal morning, some are fit, some bangles, some special colors are fit only for a bride. Some live flames of a marriage fire. Now the fire has different colors from yellow, orange and red. So these colors of bangles are suitable for a bride. We always see brides wearing such kind of bangles. So here in this paragraph, the bangle seller describes the life of a newlywed bride or a bride to be, or rich with the hue of her heart's desire. Now this is a very important sentence over here. The colors of the bangles also depict the new bride's heart's desire as she is stepping from her old home to a new home, from an old life to the new life, starting a new phase of life with her new family. She has certain desires in her heart which is depicted by the color of these bangles. Tinkling, luminous, tender and clear. All these adjectives are referred to the bangles. Tinkling, the glass bangles when they just are close to each other make the tinkling sound. Luminous, because they are made of glass, they have some gold design on it, so they shine luminously bright. Tender, also because they are soft edged. And clear, glass bangles always give a kind of clear reflection. All these adjectives are referring to bangles over here. Like her bridal laughter and bridal tear. In this sentence, the figure of speech uses antithesis. Why? Because two opposite ideas of laughter and tear are placed in the same sentence. So, when a bride is ready for her marriage ceremony, there are a lot of emotions going on inside her. She is happy for her new life. Also, she is tearful and sad somewhere in her heart as she has to leave her old life and her family behind while stepping into the new life. So, once again, we look at the gist of this stanza 3. Here, sunlit corn is when sunlight falls on it. Meet for a bride on a bridal morn. Morn is morning. And hue is color. Her heart's desire is specifically displayed by colors of her bangles. Tinkling, luminous, tender and clear are all adjectives. And in this last sentence, we have seen the figure of speech, that is antithesis. Now, meaning of antithesis is anti is opposite, thesis is concept or theory, where laughter and tear are two opposite concepts, opposite words placed in the same sentence. Now let's move ahead to the next stanza. Stanza 4. Some are purple and gold flecked grey. Gold flecked means having golden spots or golden design on the dark colors of purple and grey. Here colors purple and grey symbolizes the maturity of a woman that comes with time, with age and the phase of the life. She who has journeyed through life midway. Already the poet has described that she is already in her midway of life, means she has spent many years after marriage and she is already a middle-aged woman. Whose hands have cherished, whose love has blessed. Her hands have cherished an entire household and whose love has blessed almost everybody in the house, and cradled fair sons on her faithful breast. Here cradled means where she nourishes her child, brings them up and makes them fair, better persons in life on her faithful breast. Here faithful, the human quality of being faithful to anybody, is given to one single part of the body, breast, where breast refers to the entire woman or lady. So this is personification. And she serves her household in fruitful pride. Serves, she is always working hard for nourishing her household, taking it ahead. She works for the success of her husband as well as her children, and she takes pride in it. Fruitful because when her children and her husband both are successful in life, the sweet fruits are going to come back to her. And worship the gods at her husband's side. After being so dedicated in her household, she is given equal status, dignity in her household, where she is equal to her husband in worshipping and doing all the duties of the house. Now let's move to the recap of the poem, where we understand the entire gist of the poem in a few seconds. The bangle sellers carry varied and colorful bangles to the temple fair, suitable for women of every age. Here we means the bangle sellers community. They are calling out for women of all the ages to buy their colorful, multicolored and tinkling bangles. The poem is narrated by the bangle seller in one voice, where we is referred to the bangle seller or his entire community. In the second stanza, the bangle seller gives an account of various colored and variety of bangles that they have for each woman. Also, the colors are compared to the subtle colors of Mother Nature, which are fit for a maiden's breast, a young girl who is fresh, energetic in her life. In the third stanza, the bangles described are suitable for a bride with fresh, dark red color, yellow color, golden color, which describes a bride's inner desires and her mindset and her thoughts at that particular time. In the fourth stanza, mid-aged woman's life is described, where the color of the bangle also changes to darker shades of purple and grey, where grey symbolizes the maturity in the woman. The entire poem describes and cherishes various stages of woman life. the child when born since till her death. All the different stages have different colors of bangles suitable for her. Also, some critics may describe the poem as being patriarchal and describe the society as patriarchy. Now, it may not fit, but a critical analysis of the poem when done shows that the Indian society has this patriarchal point of view. So children, I hope you have understood this poem nicely and you will be able to write the summary along with it, meaning in the exam. If you like our video, please like, share and comment in the comment section. Also, do subscribe our channel for more videos. Please subscribe Zenith Academy Online. Thank you so much.